Do you really know the truth about flossing? This seemingly simple daily routine has been the center of countless debates and discussions. A strand of thread has been lauded as the guardian of oral health by some, while others dismiss it as unnecessary, even potentially harmful. Today, we're here to delve into the heart of the flossing debate. Flossing, the act of using a thin piece of string to clean between your teeth, has been an integral part of dental hygiene advice for decades. It's been heralded as the unsung hero in the fight against tooth decay and gum disease, the knight in shining armor that swoops in to rescue your teeth from the clutches of lurking food particles and plaque. However, not everyone is convinced. A growing number of critics argue that flossing may not be the panacea for dental health it's often made out to be. They point to the lack of concrete evidence supporting flossing's effectiveness, claiming that this practice might be more tradition than science. And some even raise concerns about potential harm, suggesting that improper flossing could cause damage to gums and teeth. In the midst of these conflicting viewpoints, it's easy to see why there's confusion and controversy. Is flossing a cornerstone of oral health, or is it an overrated ritual with dubious benefits? It's a question that's been on the minds of dental professionals and the general public alike for years. Today we're setting out to explore this contentious issue in depth. We'll be examining the origins of flossing, debunking common myths, and investigating the scientific evidence, or lack thereof. Our goal is to sift through the noise and provide an unbiased, comprehensive understanding of the flossing debate. So buckle up and get ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about this everyday ritual. Because sometimes the truth isn't as clear-cut as it seems. The world of dental hygiene is more complex than it appears on the surface. And the humble act of flossing, well, it's no exception. But what if everything you've been told about flossing isn't entirely true? So, where did this flossing tradition come from, you may ask? Well, let's journey back in time to uncover the roots of this daily ritual. Believe it or not, the concept of flossing can be traced as far back as prehistoric times. Our ancestors, resourceful as they were, used horsehair and twigs to clean between their teeth. However, it wasn't until the early 19th century that flossing began to resemble what we know today. Enter Dr. Levi Spear Parmley, a New Orleans-based dentist and the unsung hero of dental hygiene. He understood the importance of maintaining clean spaces between the teeth, and thus, in 1815, introduced the idea of using a piece of silk thread as a means of interdental cleaning. This was the birth of modern-day flossing, but the story doesn't end there. The initial response to flossing was, let's say, less than enthusiastic. It was a time-consuming task, and the silk thread was not readily available or affordable for many. It wasn't until a century later, around the 1880s, when a company known as Codman and Shirtleff started mass-producing unwaxed silk floss, that flossing became more accessible to the general public. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, and flossing was becoming a mainstay of dental hygiene routines. Largely due to the efforts of companies like Johnson & Johnson. They marketed floss as an essential part of oral care, using clever advertising campaigns to instill in people's minds the importance of a daily flossing routine. And so, flossing, as we know it, was cemented into our daily lives. From horsehair and twigs to silk thread and nylon, the evolution of floss has been quite a journey. The idea that originated from a single dentist in the early 19th century managed to transform oral hygiene practices worldwide. However, is flossing as beneficial as it's made out to be? Let's delve deeper into this in our next segment. Let's dive into some of the most common misconceptions about flossing. The dental aisle at the supermarket is a place of confusion for many of us, bombarded by an array of products promising to deliver the perfect smile. Flossing, it seems, has always been at the center of this debate. One of the most widespread myths is that flossing prevents cavities. Now, it's not entirely false that flossing can help reduce the risk of cavities, but it's not a foolproof solution. Flossing aids in removing food particles and plaque from between your teeth, areas where your toothbrush can't reach. However, the act of flossing alone does not prevent cavities. Cavities are caused by numerous factors, including diet, oral hygiene habits, and even genetics. Flossing is simply one piece of the larger puzzle of maintaining good oral health. Another myth we often hear is that everyone needs to floss daily. While it's true that consistent flossing can be beneficial, the one-size-fits-all approach isn't entirely accurate. The need to floss can vary depending on factors like the spacing between your teeth and your risk of gum disease. Some people may require less frequent flossing, while others might benefit from flossing more often. The key is to listen to your body and consult with a dental professional to understand what works best for your unique dental health. It's essential to understand that these myths don't stem from malice but rather from a lack of comprehensive understanding. Over time, oversimplified messages can often become distorted, leading to misconceptions. Dental hygiene is a complex field, and while flossing is a crucial part of maintaining oral health, it's just as important to remember that it's not a magic solution. So, as we can see, not everything we've been told about flossing holds water. It's a valuable tool in our oral health arsenal, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the science behind flossing and the real truth about achieving that perfect smile. But don't just take our word for it, let's look at the science. Peer into the world of scientific research and you'll find myriad studies conducted on the topic of flossing. What these studies have found, however, might surprise you. When we talk about the benefits of flossing, we're often told it's about preventing gum disease and cavities. But some studies suggest that the benefits might not be as significant as we're led to believe. For instance, a systematic review conducted by the Cochrane Collaboration, a respected global network of researchers, found only weak, very unreliable evidence that flossing might reduce plaque after 1 and 3 months. Now before you toss out your floss, let's delve a bit deeper. The effectiveness of flossing can greatly depend on individual factors. For example, your genetics, diet, the composition of your saliva, and even the bacteria living in your mouth can all influence how beneficial flossing is for you. Some people might have a type of bacteria in their mouth that is more likely to cause plaque buildup, making flossing more crucial for them. On the other hand, someone with a low-sugar diet might not see a significant benefit from flossing, as they have less fuel for the bacteria that cause tooth decay. Moreover, the technique and frequency of flossing can also play a significant role. A quick, half-hearted floss once a week isn't likely to do much good. But careful, daily flossing, making sure to get between each tooth and along the gum line, could provide more noticeable benefits. In conclusion, while some scientific studies suggest limited benefits of flossing, the individual factors that can affect its effectiveness cannot be ignored. So before you decide to skip flossing, remember, your mouth is a unique ecosystem, and what works for others may not work for you. The science behind flossing isn't as clear-cut as you might think. So, what's the real truth about flossing? The question you've all been waiting for. We've journeyed through the debate surrounding flossing, explored its origins, debunked some common myths, and scrutinized the scientific evidence. Now, it's time to pull it all together. Let's start by recapping the core points we've covered. Flossing, a practice with roots going back thousands of years, has been widely accepted as a cornerstone of oral hygiene. It's been touted as the secret weapon against tooth decay and gum disease, with dentists and oral care companies singing its praises. But the narrative isn't as clear-cut as it seems. Science has thrown a wrench into the works, with studies showing mixed results. Some evidence supports the benefits of flossing, particularly in reducing gum inflammation. However, other studies have found that flossing has little to no impact on plaque reduction or cavity prevention. The inconsistency in these findings has led to a heated debate among dental professionals and the public alike. But here's the crux of the matter. Dental hygiene is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Our mouths are as unique as our fingerprints, with different needs and susceptibilities. Some of us may have teeth that are more prone to decay, while others might be more susceptible to gum disease. Our diets, lifestyle choices, and genetic factors all come into play. Flossing can be beneficial, but it's not the be-all and end-all of oral health. It's just one tool in our dental hygiene toolkit, alongside brushing, using mouthwash, and getting regular dental checkups. The key is to understand your own dental needs and to tailor your oral care routine accordingly. So the next time you reach for that floss, remember that it's not a magic solution, but just one tool in your dental hygiene toolkit. Brushing twice a day, maintaining a balanced diet, and visiting your dentist regularly are equally if not more important. Your mouth is unique, and so should be your approach to its care.